If you are stranded on a deserted island and could only bring one power tool, what would it be? I'm sure it's not going to be a chainsaw, and it's definitely not the sander, right? Today, we're talking about the tool that rules them all, the undisputed king of the toolbox, the cordless drill driver. But before that, have you ever stopped to wonder when this tool was invented, who invented it, and more importantly, how did humanity survive without it? To answer that, imagine it's 1850. You want to build a simple bookshelf. To make just one hole, you're using a gimlet or a brazen bit. It takes 5 minutes of grueling manual labor to just get through a 2 by 4. Your hands are blistered, your shoulders are screaming, and you've only finished one corner. For thousands of years, building was slow, heavy, and exhausting. Construction wasn't a job, it was a physical battle against friction. Everything changed in the 19th century. In 1889, the first electric drill was born, but it was stationary. It wasn't until the 1916 that Black& Decker gave us the pistol grip and trigger switch, the design we still use today. Then came the 60s. The NASA needed a way to drill for samples on the moon without the 3-mile extension cord. Hence, the grandfather of the lithium-ion battery was invented. Now, let's talk about its parts and function. The chuck. This is the 3-layered mouth at the front. It is responsible for gripping your drill or driver bits. Most modern drills use a keyless chuck, allowing you to tighten it by hand to keep your bits perfectly centered. The torque adjustment collar. This is the numbered ring behind the chuck. It controls the amount of twisting force the drills apply before the clutch slips. Higher numbers gives you more power for drilling. Lower numbers prevent you from overdriving screws or stripping delicate materials. The forward-reverse switch, located right above the trigger, this controls the direction of rotation. Set it forward to drive in and reverse to back out. The trigger. This is a variable speed trigger. It acts like a gas pedal. A light squeeze gives you slow, controlled rotation for starting a hole, while a full squeeze gives you maximum RPM. The grip. This is ergonomically designed with rubber overmolding. It's built to reduce vibration and provide a secure, non-slip surface, which is critical when you're applying pressure or working in wet conditions. The battery. This is the lifeblood of the tool. Most pros use lithium-ion batteries as they provide high power output and are lightweight. The motor. This is the heart of the machine. It's the engine that converts battery power into raw mechanical force to rotate the chuck. Moving on to safety and precaution. Remember that power tools don't have a sense of humor, so let's all respect the physics behind it. You might think that you're just drilling one hole, but it only takes 1/10 of a second for things to go wrong. Here is the PPE breakdown. Eye protection. This is the big one and absolutely non-negotiable. Standard glasses aren't enough. It needs to be a safety glasses. Why? Because a drill bit can shatter or a knot in the wood can kick back at 100 miles per hour. Your eyes are the only part of your body that can't grow back, so let's protect them. Hearing protection. If you're using a drill in high-speed mode or switching to an impact driver, the decibel levels can cause permanent microdamage. Throw on some earplugs or over earmuffs if you're working for more than a few minutes. Gloves, while not always mandatory, might be required depending on the task you're doing. For heavy construction or handling rough lumber, form-fitting work gloves protect against splinters and abrasion. Never wear loose buggy gloves. If the rotating chuck catches a loose thread, it can pull your hand into the machine before you can let go of the trigger. If you are drilling into a pressure-treated wood, MDF, or masonry, you will be needing a respiratory mask as those dusts are toxic. A simple N95 mask keeps those fine particles out of your lungs. Now that we know the parts, PPE required, let's talk about what we need to do before we use it, as a pro never just grabs and goes. Before you start, be sure to perform a quick flight check. Let's start with the bit. This is where most beginners fail. Are you drilling wood, metal, or concrete? Using the wrong bit doesn't just ruin the material, it can overheat the motor or cause the bit to shatter. Battery health. check your juices. Running a drill on a dying battery causes the motor to strain and overheat. Bit sitting. Open the chuck, insert the bit, and tighten it while making sure it's perfectly centered. A wobbly bit ruins your workpiece and can snap under pressure. Mode selection. Speed 1 is for high torque driving, speed 2 is for high speed drilling. All right, the bit is locked in, your battery is full, you've selected your speed. You're ready to work, preparation ends, and the work begins. While working, always maintain a firm two-handed grip for heavy tasks. Never put your hand directly behind your exit point. If the bit blows through, you don't want your palm in the way. If the workpiece is small, clamp it. If the bit binds, the workpiece becomes a spinning blade. Tie back long hair and tuck in hoodie strings. The drill moves faster than your reflexes. The job isn't finished just because the screw is in. To make your drill last for 20 years instead of 2, never store the drill with a sharp bit still in it. It's a safety hazard and can damage your tool bag. Remember to wipe away the dust so the motor can breathe. Dust traps heat, and heat is the #1 killer of power tools. Keep your drill in a dry spot. Never leave your batteries in the hot sun or in a freezing car. Finally, pop your battery on the charger after use. There is nothing worse than starting a new
Time to go to work.
project only to
Grabbing my
find a
drill.
dead battery.
All right,
Charge
out the
it
door
up
we
so
go.
you're
What a
always
great
ready
day
to
for
go.
building.
Now that we know about safety, operation, and caring for the tool, you're ready to pick your own if you don't have one yet. When you walk into Home Depot or Kent, you'll notice this tool comes in a lot of different colors. Those colors represent the manufacturer. The big 5 are DeWalt, these are the yellow ones, the tough workhorse for construction site. Milwaukee, the red ones, heavy-duty power with top-tier battery tech. Makita, our teals, famous for being smooth, quiet, and comfortable. Bosch comes in blue or green. These are the masters of high-end German engineering. And Ryobi, these are neon greens, the best choice for home DIYers on a budget. So, back to the deserted island question. If you had your drill, your safety glasses, and the right bits, you wouldn't just be surviving, you'll be building a villa. Thanks, everyone.